Hello. It's back to school. Haha. For some of you fools that have had a nice holiday, glad to be back, Jono. He's thrilled. There's Kat and Brandon. Haven't seen them for 3 weeks. They are also thrilled to be back at work. And Vusi, who desperately needs a haircut. What's he becoming a Rasta? Ah. Hello, this is Top Rock, Africa's most reputable and oldest, sometimes rather grumpy as well, wholesaler of minerals and fossils. If you're new here, hello, welcome to the family. Please introduce yourself. It's nice, polite. Otherwise, we just end up giving you names, which is hardly ever polite. So Cara's going to post a little story down in the description. It involves very interesting things, such as we are actually based in Africa. That's on the other side of that pond that you probably are at the moment. The dollar has dropped even more. It's stable. It's 16 Rand something, 50, 30 to the Rand. Shock and horror. What's going on there, guys? Come on, please fix that stuff up. Nothing happened on Friday with the Trump Supreme Court hearing. It's going to happen tomorrow. Holding breath. Deep breaths. After the sale, Cora's going to put down a comment in the comment section to notate which flats have been claimed and which haven't been claimed. So if you're late to the party, you know at least what's available and what's not available. Nick and RJ, they're coming back tomorrow. I don't know what time, so in all likelihood, that'll only mean anything on Thursday, if they arrive late, from Namibia, with some Namibian goodies, or at least the promises of 2 weeks. Right, so what do we got on the trolleys today? Cora's found some exceptional goodies, some surprising goodies, but let's get to it. I know the first item is some black tourmaline from Erongo. Some black tourmaline and feldspar and smoky quartz. And I'll be surprised if there isn't any highlight opal in here. Some nice rutilated quartz there. Hardly any black tourmaline. But what that one doesn't do for black tourmaline, this one will make up for it. Those are some large true crystals. And I can already tell there's highlight opal on this. Let's go check it out. Righto, 2 black tourmalines. And we have nothing going on there. Let's turn it around. No. What are you? Interesting. There's a bit of highlight. A little bit of uranium glow. And a bit of more. Nice. Oh, there we go. Some highlight opal on one of them. This flat here weighs 1.08 kilograms, rated as only very good, and it's going to cost $47. That's flat 439. Now, just before I carry on, highlight opal. Frank Ferro from Drinks and Juicies asked me an interesting question not so long ago. It goes, hey, it seems like we're always inundated with highlight opal. So is that or is it not a rarity? Because, I mean, we all deal with crystals and minerals and Tudors occasionally. Is Tudor rare? My thing is, can Tudor be replaced? If Tudor cannot be replaced, that makes him a collectible. Otherwise, he's just an ordinary rarity. You know what I mean? Yeah, so highlight opal, we get lucky once in a while and we find a deposit, and the deposit then allows us plentyfuls of highlight opal. That's not to say that it's just like, a supermarket commodity. Please can I have a dozen of highlight opal? Doesn't work that way. When the deposit's finished, it's finished. And there you go. End of days. What's rare? What isn't? It's all rare, man. You go digging for this. You go mine. Do you guys mine? Some of you do. But that in itself is a bit of a rarity, right? Yeah. So, yes. What's rare and what isn't rare? I reckon if it can be replaced, it's a rarity. If it cannot be replaced because of, well, a rarity on its own, but because a mine is closed down, or because the deposit's finished, or the mine is actually finished. That's a collectible. So yeah, just 2 words to make life a little easier when you're talking about your gemstones. Right, I'll bang on too much. Let's move on to some red hematoid from Karoi in Zimbabwe. Now, this is an absolute beaut. And for once, no chips. Just beautiful crystal. Rather clean as well. Lots and lots of iron. And this one here as well. And those have not been chipped because I tell you what, you can see the self-healing on the other side, where the growth has stepped in where the earth had its proverbial breath of fresh air. Look at those inclusions, man. That's beautiful. These two weigh 1.47 kilograms. They are rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $40. This is flat number 237. On to some Zomba. And what we got here are 4 clusters of smoky quartz and largely orthoclase. So these smoky quartzes also very beautiful barometers of the way the earth shifted and heaved, or pulsed, as they say. Beautiful orthoclase. This orthoclase, invariably, we will check it because there's a lot of zircon in the surrounding areas in Zomba, which is an alkaline outcrop. Lots of funky, weird things happen in alkaline soils. Beautiful inclusion there. But as I was saying, there's a fair amount of manganese in the alkaline soil there, and much of the orthoclase has adopted said manganese, which makes it a beautiful little fluorescent fella beneath medium wave. But let me show you that as well. Right, manganese orthoclase, do your thing. Oh, wow, there we go. That's gorgy wargy. Let's just put that one side. There we go. The purple blue is also the orthoclase. I think it's also the orthoclase. This is that flattish one. Do you think? I remember looking at this, and didn't see much fluorescence to start with. It's one of those. But, ooh, hello. That's a fair amount of zircon in the mix. That's a bright yellow orange. Very nice. This beautiful flat of Malawian Zomba cocktail, basically. It weighs all of 1.435 kilos. It's going to cost $41. This is flat number 124. On to some Labradorescens. There are 70 gemmy. I don't want to say gemmy. I always want to say gummy, because they do look delicious. And this is beautiful. A very good grade Labradorite. 70 of these little fellas. Let me zoom out and do a proper sweep. There's a lot of quality in this flat. That's a beauty. There's a little bit of lavender flash. Oh, that's cool. Pink, darker than pink. Beautiful. Weighing 1.6 kilograms, very good to A grade. This flat's going to cost $64. That's for 70 little itsy bitsy demi gummy labradorite whitey loveliness. Flat 129, $64. Next up, Bukonotuk. We've got 3 clusters from that little enclave that kind of borders in between Limpopo and Mpumalanga province. About a 2-hour drive northeast of Pretoria or Tshwane. These 3 little, that's lovely iron staining there, like red. And then this one is quite a large cluster of large crystals. Some limonite in the base there. These 3 weigh 1.82 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $93. This is flat number 194. On to some, well, not so golden limonite. In fact, it's more quartzy with goethite inclusions. There are 12 clusters. Hardly any evidence of limonite, but they do come from Zambia. Solwezi. Yeah, there we go. Look at all those small little specks of goethite inside the crystals. Beautiful clarity as well, nice and clean. There's more goethite. Nice rainbow veils there. It's a nice flat of non-golden limonite. In fact, I wouldn't call it limonite at all if it wasn't for, say, the goethite. Weighing 3.06 kilos, it's going to cost all of $48. This is flat number 513. On to some, well, not that far away, Mumbwa, just slightly south of Solwezi. We've got some jacaranda amethyst, 2 reasonably large clusters. This one has massive crystals, and nice. There is hardly any iron staining on the outside, which is not that usual for Mumbwa. Mumbwa is not the cleanest of places, or it's very rich in iron, so sometimes, and most of the time, the faces come covered in iron. Not so much with these 2. Weighing 2.93 kilograms, they're only rated as good grade, which means that at almost 3 kilograms, $52 is a bargain. Well, this is flat number 000. Haha. Because all numbers have to start somewhere. Next up, from Madagascar, we got 4 polished smoky quartz points. Oh, and the shade comes in. I tell you, it's that hot that these crystals are actually a little bit of a hot potato in my fingers. There's a little chip over there, consequence of a natural fissure. There's a lovely little veil there as well. These are 4 points. Beautiful Marian dark. It's the lightest of the bunch with some beautiful smoky wisps in the base. Weighing all of 960 grams, rated from very good to double A grade. $54 is what they're going to cost. This is flat number 1. Ooh, I see a pattern developing here. Right, on to a beautiful case. So this is the last of the weird ones. This is from Zomba, and I chose them for their weirdness. A fair amount of tabbies. There's a couple of those lovely triangles. What are they? Keys or reminders of the past or something like that. But look at that. Look at the points. Numerous small little crystals forming on top of the main crystal. I reckon there's probably zircon in here. We are going to check. Bit of a floater. Ooh, hello, look at that clarity. What's down at the bottom there? That's a bit of a tabby. A whole bunches of tabbies here. That's tabular. Thank you, Andy, for the heads up with the terminology. So these tabbies, like this is a great one, tabular crystals, flattish ones. They do talk of a time where things were a little hard for them. Nice triangles there at the top as well. No, I haven't done this one. A little bit of a Twin Peaks. Actually, 3 terminations there. And then just some azurine on top of azurine on top of, well, with one smoky quartz on the side. That is beautiful. Beautiful clarity, beautiful crystals, and then this last one over here. It looks broken. Check it out. This little main crystal, and then it got itself back into shape right at the top. How cool is that? Just like a little flagship of nature and life standing up for itself and making do with what it has and getting on with the business of, I don't know, growing for millions of years. 626 grams. This flat is going to cost all of $30. It is flat number 121. On to some Picasso jasper. Oh, there's a jasper. There are 4 polychrome jasper spheres in this flat, all with little rosewood pedestals, like these little ones. Unless you're in Australia, you can't have those, by the way. Those Aussies are kind of strict about their wood imports. They suspect that other countries are going to overthrow their safety and security by sending wood diseases, like they did. Because now South Africa is full of black wattle and eucalyptus trees. Shot, Aussies. But that is a beautiful polychrome jasper sphere. Oh, 4 of them. They're quite large. What do these weigh? They are 2.08 kilograms. They're rated all as A grade. And you can tell because the colors and the patterns are quite distinct. The less distinct, the lower the grade. There we go. $71 for these 4. And that's flat 284. On to some Kwaggafontein. Right, now, you've all heard this. It's Kwaggafontein, stone's throw away from Buchenhout. Very close, maybe 20 kilometers. There are 35 of these dark purple little amethyst clusters. Term quagga is interesting. Hey, Jono, what's a quagga?
Quagga?
Yeah.
An extinct zebra/horse.
Really? It's not like a donkey that crossed with a zebra. I thought it was a donkey.
It's possible.
Quagga, man. Cara, you know what a quagga is?
Isn't it a breed of zebra?
Yeah, it's like a bastard horse. Is it not a bastard? I don't know, apart from the quagga burger down at the station. We will find out, no doubt. Cora's going to be Googling that for us. But from Kwaggafontein, apparently a place that harbored many now extinct hybrid zebra donkeys. This flat here weighs 1.11 kilos. It's going to cost $31 for the 35. It is flat 492. Not straight too far away from the royal purples, we got some nice resin-coated purpurite. And if you catch it just right, you can see that nice fluency. That metallic luster. Ouch, that's hot. Nice. Okay. Not going to hold on to these too much. Purpurite. That's purpurite, a lot of manganese, and then you can sometimes see the matte polish is quite nice as well. Quite a bit of brown in them. That is a lot of iron, the heterosite. But that's a beautiful chatoyan purpurite. Hey, Jude, what is a quagga? Quagga. You know what a quagga? Quagga.
Zebra.
It's a zebra.
That's purple.
Well, yes, this is purpurite.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm glad we covered that. 6 of these resin-coated purpurites weighs exactly 1 kilogram. They're going to cost all of $53. This is flat $3.20, and they're definitely not quagga site, quagga light. Never mind. All right, next on to, we got some fresh blue lace agate in over the festive season, and we were festive without the blue lace. So we got 12 little beauts here. They are rated very good to very A. And I'll tell you why. This is a beautiful flat. Look at that. This new batch that's come out. It's kind of small and botryoidal or reniforms habits, covered in the most exquisite druzy. Some of them covered in the most exquisite scalenohedral dogtooth calcite, like this one and this one. Hey, tell me that's not delicious. More quartz than druzy there. Likewise here, a little subtle hint of amethyst in the quartz as well. It is a delicious flat of blue lace agate. There's that botryoidal formation again. From Nsanje, Malawi, resembling the skies and the lakes of Malawi. $52 is what it's going to cost. It weighs 2.455 kilograms. $52 for flat 122. Next up, rough cobbed aquamarine from the Northern Cape. These blocks of beryl are just begging for all the people with names starting with B to do some lapidary work. These three, what is it? That is 2.34 kilograms, rated good to very good. And it is what it is, massive aqua. And you can tell all your friends you've got some aquamarine. Yeah, they'll come flocking to your house to check out your deck and your aqua. Right, $80 is what they cost. This is flat number 995. On to some dioptase from the Congo. There are 20. Good to very good. Let's get some focus on these. Good to very good and A-grade specimens. Feels like we haven't really given much love to dioptase, so today we're going to make some effort. It's some reasonably scuffed dioptase, but it is some very delicious malachite. Hello, lovely crystals. That's also just, oh, that's so nice. Much scuffs around the sides, but that's a beautiful crystal right there. Look at that. Sure. Well formed double terminated dioptase, man. Lovely green. Lovely transparency. And, oh, hello. Look at you, you big thing, you. That's a beautiful flat of dioptase. Oh, and one last one just for luck. And I'm glad I did. That's gorgy. 300 grams exactly. These are going to cost all of $116. That is super duper cheap. That is flat 341. On to more Bookanote hook. We got 3 clusters, and this one is quite a large, beautiful, elongated crystal. Lots of crystals around the planes as well. This will be good grade only. but still it's very tidy. It's got some limonite in the base. There's no iron on it. That's nice enough.
Should I bring the ones that are done? Yeah, sure.
Bit more matrix to this fella, but still you've got that beautiful light lilac spirit amethyst on the tips. Weighing 1.33 kilograms, rated good, very good to A grade. Pick and choose. $45. This is flat 788. Onto Madagascar polished whole ammonites. These have got quite the iridescence. See those flashes of red, blue, green. It's beautiful. On the edges, yeah, go on then. Show me your essence. This is the larger of the two, and there we go. Some more opalescence all over. Oh yeah, that's much better. Beautiful. These two, they weigh 470 grams. They're going to cost $37. Both rated as A grade, flat 38. Nice. Then onto some Shiretsi. You might know it as Shangaan amethyst. That's because it comes from Shangaan country. Shiretsi, just 200 kilometers northeast of Beitbridge, South Africa. And quite a few of them, like this one, has an anhydro. Which, oh, there it is on the right hand side of the paper. It's huge. Maybe I... Oh, come on now. Why are you being shy? One minute it's there, the other minute it's gone. Oh, it's over there. Anyway, all day's a lot of fun there. It's a long amethyst crystal. Not typically Shiretsi. Shiretsi more noted for stepped sort of habits. There we go. Beautiful smoky, clear smoky amethyst crystals. How about that ski? That's gorgy wargy. Shiretsi. Rated good to A grade, 1 in hydro. It's going to weigh 310 grams. It's going to cost $42. It is flat 256. Onto the center of the trolley. It's a large. Touted on the website as being citrine. It's about as citrine as my ass. It is a beautiful smoky cluster from Luena. Some love. These windows are absolutely super duper clear. Lovely white veil just down there in the, oh yeah, that's beautiful. And all those beautiful side crystals, man, that is beautiful. As far as smokies are concerned, it's nice and dark, it's clean. The chips are there just as a warranty or a promise, so to say, that they are indeed from Luena. You don't need providence for Luena. It just comes with it. Evidence in the chips. This little cluster there is it weighs 1.29 kilograms, rated as good grade only. $62 is what it's going to cost. It is flat number 186. Onto a polished point from Madagascar. It's a deep dark smoky with some interesting rutile. Let's get in some light. No, not like that. That's maybe better. Here we go. Hard to tell what that inclusion is. It's most likely tourmaline. That's beautiful. Nice clean. Some more drama. Inclusions. It's a biggie. Oh, it's not that big. I'm a drama queen. It is 1.0 kilograms. It's 1 kilogram worth of Malagasy smoky polish. $57 for flat 994. Next up, a pretty cool diatase specimen with blades of malachite. They're not blades, they are malachite after azurite blades. It's a pseudomorph in amidst the little lawn of diaptase. Matrix not too bad, it's not too heavy either. Fair amount of druzy there as well. That is a lovely medium cabinet sized specimen, rated as very good only. 810 grams, $203. That is flat 199. Then on to some fresh blue lace agate. Blue lace agate and calcite. Look at all the druzy and then admire that beautiful dogtooth calcite all around the bottom there. Let me just try and get that properly. Hey, isn't that funky? Yes it is. Lots of dogtooth calcite and lots of shiny. That is a beautiful blue lace agate. It's got a little portal at the back, or a little escape hole. Otherwise, pretty nifty. Weighing all of, what's this? 1.785 kilograms. It's going to cost $32. It is flat 123. There we go, as the African sun beats down upon the foliage. Animals dying of heat. Panting in the heat, sweating in the heat. It's a hot day in Africa. Sorry, you guys up north, I know you feeling the bite. On to the second trolley, we got two beautiful petrified wood spheres. Nice little sparkly druzy. Where were you? I saw you somewhere. Where were you? There we go. Right over there. That's very nice. These two spheres weigh 2.03 kilograms, rated as very good. That's because they're very good. Well behaved, well disciplined, come from good homes, had a nice solid education in Gokwe, Zimbabwe, renowned for its solid education. Ask any South African. All the Zimbabweans are here. This flat is going to cost $62. It is flat $290. On to some Swazi jade. It's not really jade, by the way. I whispered that only closely. It's a bit more of a jadeite. It's a bit more quartzy, such as this seemingly Charles Sydney. Some microcrystalline behavior. 35 of these. Weighs 2.79 kilograms. Note to beta, there's not a lot of this going around. Another Chinese company has pulled into Barberton and they have pretty much monopolized all the green stones coming out of there. They are battling to get more of this. Rated good, very good to A grade. This lapidary material is going to cost you all of $39. That is flat $435. On to some optically clear quartz points of various degrees of interestingness. Quite a bit of, hey, come on, a little bit of chloride love there. Why? Yeah, why not? What's going on here? Lepidocrocite. That's funky. Milky tips. Yeah, that's good grade at the very best. It's got a beautiful veil, but it has tips. It's out of 35. Yeah, that's actually not too. I make out that it's much worse. That's actually, it is a chip. Little double termination for balance. Not that Vuzzy does it on purpose, it just comes naturally to him. He puts a little double termination into a flat of points as he goes along. Now, how about this little fine hair-like rutile on the inside, with what looks like to be little specks of biotite. Interesting little point. It's a nice little Dalmatian of the crystal world. Almost got a little citrine, strawy feel to it. One a little lonely amethyst, another double termination. Here's oh, what's going on here? Not much. Well, a little bit of smoky amethyst. That's what's going on. Little galaxy in a crystal. Very nice. Pretty much bang average, really. A couple of awesome crystals, and then a couple of whatever crystals, weighing 570 grams. It's only going to be $44 for 35 little polished points. Oh, lots of chlorite in this one. Yeah, not too shabby, mate. $44 for flat 258. On to some more Bukanotuk. We've got a flat of 6 clusters. It's a nice little hedgehog. Bit of matrix on this one. Got a nice large crystal and a bit of a chip on the tip there. Lots of nice iron red highlights, and then limonite galore. You can see little specks of goethite in the windows there. That's going to be good grade only, surely. What are they? They are rated as, they're not rated at all, 1.44 kilograms. They're going to cost $69. Okay, $69, 1.44 kilos, pretty par for the course. Flat 259. On to, but Tokulite. That is a lot of green clinical, nice Jimmy green clinical in a, well, kind of a heavy mica biotite matrix. These come from the east of Zimbabwe, also Shangaan land. It is pretty nice stone. They weigh 900 grams altogether. They're going to cost $64. It's flat 275. On to some more dioptase, because I've missed you, dioptase. And these are beautiful dioptase specimens. That is superbly Jimmy green. Bit of scuffing around the side. Smaller crystals. Bit heavy on the matrix, but that's a beautiful coverage of that beautiful greenish bluish crystals. That's a beaut, little cluster there, but the real action's on the other side. Some more of that bladed malachite, come pseudomorph. That's a beautiful flat of dioptase, 960 grams, rated good, very good to A grade. It's going to cost $144 for almost a kilo of dioptase. This is a no-brainer, flat 339. That's very cheap for this flat, I reckon. On to some stunning, polished Malagasy clear quartz points, and it is clear with loads of beautiful veils and little specks of, I can't quite tell what, on the other side. Look at this side, you can't really see them, or you can see them in the faces there. That is a beautiful point. Oh, a lot going on in there. And this one's even clearer. Look at that. Hey, carpenter bees have taken over here at the moment, which is great for the carpenter bees, not so much for the woodwork. That is really, really nice. 1.4 kilos, rated as very good to A grade. These two polished points are going to cost $54 at this flat 342. On to sugar amethysts from Solwezi, Zambia. You ask me why they're called sugar? Well, I won't make it up, but it's dipped into sugar before we put them into flats. This unfortunately has a little bit of a chip on the top there. Let's have a look here. Lots of small crystallization around the sides here. That's beautiful. Where's the light? Show me the light. This one looks like the runt of the litter. A bit more smoky, less amethyst and more smoky. But still with that lovely sugary iron coating or quartzy coating around the sides. Beautiful. 12 little sugar amethysts. They weigh all of 2.7 kilograms. They're gonna cost $57 for the 12. This is flat number 267. On to polished amethyst points. All 12 of them weighing 510 grams. These are rated A grade to very good to A grade. That is a beautiful shade of purple. Oh, yes. Rings and rings of timelines. That's what those little amethyst bands are, like rings in a tree. They're pretty, they're purple. They're $39. They're flat $4.50. On to some rather, well, good to very good graded vermiculite with a subtle sprinkling of tourmaline. Weighing 1.61 kilograms. That is, oh well, I'll tell you what, that is some really nice vermiculite. Don't let these lie in the sun too long. They keep heat and then put it into your fingers like a hot potato. Right, 1.61 kilograms. So now let's see if there's any highlight on here. Rightio, here we go. Highlight? No highlight. No highlight there. There's a little speck of highlight there, just a representative. Just to make this a very, well, largely democratic representation of mineral abundance. Highlight being a very small member of the community. There we go. Come on in. Maybe on the other side. No. No. Which just goes to prove that highlight opal is a rarity. Haha. That's it for black tourmalines with vermiculite. They're going to cost $49. That's for 1.61 kilograms worth of Irongos. Finest vermiculite and kind of moderate black tourmaline. Flat 227. On to, some crystalline chrysotile. That is some very nice Satoyant tiger eye. Tiger eye and more tiger eye with little bands of hematite running through as well. Quite a lot of hematite there. I mean, a lot of hematite. These are rated as being, oh, they are hot. Very good 2A grade. This is the very good member of the family. Yeah, that's hot. These 12 weigh 1.45 kilograms. They're going to cost $34. That's a very good price for some Satoyant. The best tiger eye in the world comes from South Africa. Thank you very much, Priska. That's flat 7 for 1. I'll do some golden limonite, and this time it is golden. There are 5 specimens in this flat. This one with quite the spectacular amount. And have a look at the hematite veils in this specimen. That is superb. Let me just put that down and have a steady hand and show you, because that's rather special. Veils of shininess. That is awesome. Limonite, basically just one step away from goethite, step away from hematite, and those hematite veils are superb, man. That is wicked good. It's joined by 4 others. That's more traditional. Well, compared to that one, everything's boring. Well, very nice cluster anyway. Some clear, oh, that is beautiful. Hardly any iron oxidation here. Slight hints of red iron, but those are beautiful clear crystals, especially that one there. Bit more limonite. That's more the limonite we know. Covered in quite a bit of druzy. That crystal in the middle there is there. That one there. It's got some nice inclusions. Very nice. That first one especially is quite wicked. These weigh all of 2.66 kilograms. They're going to cost $44. This is flat number 328. On to, hey, we go north of the border into the Congo. And we go to Mndingi Mine, where we get some of the nicest juicy coated ball malachite you'll ever meet in your life. So that juicy covering little balls of malachite is a vague hints at chrysocolla as well. Nice vug there. More vug there. That beautiful red dolomite seeping through the juicy. Got a smaller fella here, which is as impressive. Tell me that doesn't capture your imagination. Oh, mere earthling. There we go. A specimen with shiny on all the sides. That's rather pretty. Weighing all of 1.21 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. That's my dog with a little amethyst on him. We don't talk about that. $53 only for these two specimens. That's a bargain. Flat 405. On to some more Shiretsi, and we've got some reasonably larger fellas here. These are rated as good to A grade, and let's just start off with this double termination here. That is some beautiful smoky amethyst wisps. That's a stunning crystal, joined by a one with larger windows. Still that lovely smoky wisps. There's your good grade. Here's an interesting one. Also a bit of a floater, double termination. Well, it's not a double, it's a quadruple, 1, 2, 3, lots of terminations on both sides. Very dark, much of smoky. What else? This is a lovely flat of Shiretsi, man. That's very nice. Weighing all of 370 grams. These 12 are going to cost $32. This is flat. Whoa, 666. Then up, double terminated rose quartz crystals. These polished beauties from Madagascar. They are rated as, well, they're all rated as A grade. And there we have got some absolutely sterling dendritic patterns just beneath the surface. That's kind of nice. Very nice indeed. I've only actually seen that once properly on some rose quartz mushrooms. Mushroom, singular. Nice pink gemmy. Where's the sunlight? There we go. This one's got quite the large amount of limonite in it. It's a beautiful gemmy. Weighing 1.4 kilograms, these 6 are going to set you back $67. It is flat 413. On to some Zimbabwean yummy petrified slicey wood magic. It's 6 slices, only polished on the one side, a bit of a matte polish on the other side, but it's got some beautiful. Right, so this is Gokwe, so I'm going to go nickel green petrified wood. There's every chance that it could also be chrome. The juicy on the inside here is just something to behold. That is gorgeous. Let's see a pattern. Oh, some more juicy on the inside vugs there. That is a stunning flat of petrified wood slices, rated very good to A grade. 1.36 kilograms is what they weigh, and we're going to see if these fluoresce. So I've laid 3 upright and 3 downright. So there you go. That's the matte polish side. Oh, some orange affair happening there. I don't know. I don't think so. Except for that orange there. Not much happening. Is that purple normal? Man, I don't know. I don't think so. Just for that orange there, it kind of makes, I don't know. Ooh, up in the air about this. The 6 beautiful polished petrified wood slices from Zimbabwe. They're going to cost $42. This is flat number 412. On to stuff that I know fluoresce, and I chose these because of their zircon content, and I'm going to show you in the daylight what they look like first, because they have got some absolutely stunning details. That is a proper nice arfesonite crystal in the middle there, and that zircon, that is pretty much the biggest pieces of zircon that came out with this batch from Malawi. That orthoclase also contains quite a manganese, and that'll glow a happy red. Oh, so much happening here. It's the ugly ones that get really excited.
Pretty blue guy. Pretty blue guy.
Yeah, it is a pretty blue guy. So this is most definitively a little bit of azurine. You can see by the luster and the blocky square nature. And that is a whole lot of zircon right at the end. So this will be your proverbial fluorescent torch. Not dissimilar is this sparkly little fella here with a chaotic amounts of acicular quartz and zircon. Oh, what's going on with this big fella? So arfesonite comes out in massives as well. I never knew that. I found out that, and I saw the polished freeforms that come out of arfesonite. They've got a beautiful chatoyancy to them as well. How funky are those little smoky quartz points? Very funky. That was a rhetorical question, Francis. Let me show you what this looks like beneath the midwave. I've laid them out exactly the same way they were in the flat, and I'm going to treat them accordingly, or show you them accordingly. Let's start with top right. And that is a whole lot of thorium and uranium in the zircon. And yes, the obligatory little manganese red excitement. There we go. Little bit down there. A cute little orthoclase at the tip there. Light things up on the tower. Boom. And here's that proverbial azurine torch. How's that? That's cool. This is a wicked, wicked flat. If, of course, you are into UV and fluorescence. Otherwise, yeah, whatever, eh? What blows your boat, floats your boat. Blows your boat, floats your boat. I can't remember which. That is awesome. as far as I'm concerned, is the flat of the day. That is beautiful. It weighs all of 976 grams. It's going to cost... That's Martin's chicken, by the way. Martin's chicken is going to charge $33 for this flat. It's flat 125.
Did you
Lekker.
review these?
Yes, I did. And they didn't do
They didn't
anything. No, they
And
would.
on the back side?
Yeah, no, I caressed. What?
On the back side?
Yeah. No, I gave it attention on the backside. Righto, on to some absolutely stunning blue lace agate, and it's just smaller versions of that first flat of 12. First flat. That's right, it's a first flat. This is the second flat. Lovely little toilet come ready form. Beneath the surface, there's that blue tail Sydney. Okay, Cara is gesticulating wildly that I should give attention to the big blue thing.
No, not now.
Not now. Okay. Oh, my photo.
With this.
For the photo, all that. There we go. Look at the juicy. Look at the juicy. No doubt Cara's going to the swimming pool, which is exactly where I'm going to go as well. Interestingly, this blue lace from Nsanje, Malawi, it sometimes has quite the calcite, as I showed you on the first trolley. But I tell you what has, that calcite doesn't really fluoresce at all. But I tell you what does fluoresce is this kind of soft matrix. I'm going to show you this one here. It's got quite a bit of the matrix, and I'll be surprised if it doesn't have some red fluorescence. Let's check it out. Let's see. Where are you? Hello. Yeah, little hints of what I assume to be calcite. Could also probably maybe be manganese. What it's not is ruby corundum. I could be wrong. A stoning flat of blue lace agate. They weigh 1.291 kilograms. They're gonna cost $33. This is flat number 126. Lekker. On to some Amazonites. Say it with me, Amazonite. Little Amazonite hearts. These feldspar bases have a nice little bit of chatoyancy to them as well, as you can see there. There we go. 20 hearts of, oh geez, that is massively chatoyant. Check this out. Whee! Nice. Resembling the sluggish green waters of Pandora's pool. These 20 little hearts, they're going to cost $34. That's for 460 grams worth of amazing hearts. It's flat 97. Nice. On to Cora's excitement. It is a large bitter chrysocolla from the Congo, but it's more interesting than just that. You can see there's a very much darker, kind of almost chalcedony-like layer of blue just beneath the dusty exterior of the blue chrysocolla. So that is most likely a little bit of silification that has happened there, and then when things cool down, the little chrysocolla came back in its more usual form. Some of it does remind me a bit of kaolinite, but it is a beauty, and ironically, for all of its size, it's not that heavy. 4.28 kilograms, rated as good to very good. It's going to only cost $197. This is flat 498. Onto a large polished smoky quartz point from Madagascar. It has the translucency of Brandon's humour. Hey Brandon. Sorry man. That's not true. Brandon's sense of humor is brilliantly translucent, unlike this point. Nice rainbow veils, though. Lots of veils. It's a busy point. It weighs 2.16 kilograms, rated as good grade only. Stands to reason it's going to be cheap, and at $45, it certainly is. Flat 195. Onto a geode, polished geode from Madagascar, and it has a little bit of amethyst in it, with that beautiful banded blue agate around the side. That's a nice little agate. Well, it's not that little. It's what is this? 2.415 kilograms. It's pretty as. And you can slice it if you really want to. Rated as A grade. This Doberman Pinscher has it at $47 for flat 300 is the right way to go. Last flat for the day, it's Ball Malachi. Ugh, it's Betroidal, man. Screw this ball behavior. It's a beautiful, well, medium cabinet specimen of Mindingi mine malachite on top of a, well, slightly iron heavy druzy. Shiny, one or two little scuff marks, but other than that, actually those scuffs are right natural. That's not mismanagement or bad handling. Limonite, a seam of limonite. That's pretty cool. You see that limonite has turned into goethite over there. That's pretty cool. A little quartz vug over there. Well, that is a beautiful specimen, man. That is 1.21 kilograms worth of A grade Mindingi mine goodies. It's going to cost all of $90. This is flat 182. There we go, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in again. It's been a stinker here in the Mindingi mine, and I'll just give you some blue skies just to satiate your needs for the outdoor life until summer comes again in 6 months' time. Cheers, guys. Happy days. Bye.